Hello, beautiful soul. Sometimes does marketing make you feel as if you are disconnected from your truth, from your source, from the way you want to show up in your business? I get it. I've been there. I am Linda Joy. I'm host of the Amplify Summit, Sacred Visibility Catalyst, best-selling publisher of over 20 books, and the publisher of the beloved Aspire magazine. And I've been passionate for over 2 decades now to support women entrepreneurs, coaches, therapists, healers, and service providers who feel disconnected from the way we are told we need to market our business. And 14 years ago, I was going through a dark night of the soul. It was 2009, Labor Day weekend. Aspire magazine was about 3 years old at the time and was really struggling. At the time, she was a regional print magazine, and I had been fighting the internal nudge to bring her global because I was intimidated by what that meant from technology point of view. And I didn't listen to my inner wisdom for about a year. And I suddenly remember feeling on that Labor Day weekend is, I've got to let this all go. I've got to let the magazine go. I can't fit into the marketing model that publishers were using way back then, pushing, striving, chasing. It didn't feel aligned for me. Now, I can use that language now. At that time, I just felt so discordant within myself. And I said, if this is what business is supposed to be, if this is what marketing is supposed to be, manipulative, fear-based, out of alignment with who I am, then I just can't do it. And that day on the patio, which I've spoke about on many events, I had the list of advertisers in front of me, and I was going to call everyone and say, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm releasing the magazine. And as what usually happens when we have a dark night of the soul, if we're open, if we're listening, we'll hear exactly what we need to. And on that day, I just heard, as I was sobbing and cursing the divine that I had to let go of my baby, I heard, what would it look like to keep Aspire? And in that moment, I felt this spark of hope, this spark of courage. And I was like, well, if I was to keep it, these are all the principles I would want to run her by, lead her with, show up as. I wanted these sacred principles. I wanted me to create a business that aligns with the truth of who I am, not the way the world tells me to. So as the story goes, 14 hours later, I birthed what I call the 5 feminine success principles. That's a story for another day. At that same moment, my signature Attract, Nurture, Serve program was born, the foundational core of how I run all my businesses. I didn't name it that day, but the foundational pieces were all in that notebook. And more importantly, and that's what we're talking about today, is I birthed what is now called the Feminine Collaborative Marketing Model. So I've been using it since 2009 and have been honing it, and all of my brands embrace it. And let's talk about that. So here I was on that dark moment of thinking I had to let go of my business because it was costing me my voice. It was costing me my truth. I wasn't showing up authentically. I was showing up in the way that we are told still to market our business. And for those who are mission-driven, spiritually led, heart-led, there's some things that just don't resonate. And if that's you and you're struggling, I get it. It almost cost me everything trying to fit into that model. I had become disconnected at that time from the whole passion and purpose of why I started my business in the first place, which is to serve, which is to inspire, which is to empower women. So that day, something shifted within me. I no longer was looking at what I thought I should do. And that download came, and I knew in that moment I was keeping the magazine. So remember, this is Labor Day 2009. I created the first digital issue. Talk about amplification, talk about momentum when you're aligned with your truth. 60 days later, end of November 2009, I launched the first digital issue of Aspire with Mariel Hemingway on the cover, using the feminine collaborative model. We called our partners Team Inspiration, and within 90 days had 10,000 subscribers. That collaboration, that model that I created, put us on the map for everything that I've created since. Hay House reached out, major organizations reached out saying, where the heck did you and Aspire just come from? I've been honing this method and the language and the energy of it for 14 years. Everything that you see, whether you're new to my community or not, embraces the feminine model. I only partner with those who do also. And it is the key of how I have created, I've lost count now, 5 or 6 media brands, including Aspire Magazine, the Inspired Living Giveaway, Inspired Living Publishing, Inspired Living Secrets, as well as the Inspired Conversations radio show, as well as Inspired Living University. So you see I'm a little passionate about inspiring women to show up fully in their lives, their businesses, and to show women entrepreneurs like you that it is possible to market with love, integrity, intention, and bring your true essence forward in your marketing. Marketing doesn't have to feel dirty or like something you have to do. When you shift into the energy, it's really all about bringing what you love to the surface and offering it to the world. And that's what I've been doing with Aspire Magazine. She's about to celebrate 18 years. So let's talk about it, right? What makes a good collaboration in the feminine? Okay, so I want to give you a little contrast so that you understand. If you're new, we're not talking about our physical identities as masculine and feminine. We're talking about energies, right? Feminine energy is all about giving, receiving, holding space for, showing up authentically. Like that's the feminine energy, where the masculine energy in regard to this topic is pushing, striving, trying to write the words that are more manipulative because you think you have to show up in a certain way. And maybe they're showing fear-based points instead of what my friend Lisa Mannion calls passion points, which I call love points, transformation points. Show them what they can get. So when I first started the feminine collaborative model, I didn't know how to explain to the partners the energy of the importance of how a partner in her feminine leader energy shows up. I defined that over the last 14 years when I noticed some partners would say, yes, I embrace the feminine collaborative model. And then they would be out of integrity and not show up fully. And I said, okay, how can I clarify this very clearly before someone steps into any project with me, that they know these are the energies my brands operate from. It's the energy from how I live my life in my regular world. So let's talk about what makes a great collaboration when we're talking about the feminine collaborative model. To me, everything is energy. So first thing, which is really critical, and I see this a lot, and we'll talk about the contrast in a moment. So the first one is alignment. Okay, so what does that mean? So for many years, we're taught, get the numbers, grow your list. And we all feed into that, right? In the feminine, the way I teach, the way I believe, the way I navigate my life is, it isn't about the numbers. It's about calling in an aligned audience, whether it's subscribers, clients, readers, that is a divine match for your message, your energy, your community. Because it's about, in the feminine, it's about the relationships. So when I'm choosing a collaboration, or when I'm inviting partners to a collaboration, I'm always first looking at alignment. So here's one of the questions I ask, and this is great for you too, because we all get so many invitations, right? but we want to grow our audience with women who are truly, truly interested in our services and offerings and the way that we show up in the world. So I asked myself this for everything, whether it's a podcast, a summit invitation, co-creating a blog post, is this audience aligned with my audience? That's one. Second, is it aligned? Is their messaging, how they show up, aligned with how I show up? Because that's really important, because association either can hurt your brand or elevate your brand, right? So let's talk about why I asked about the alignment of the audiences. I honor my audiences, right? I have multiple communities. So it's really important to me anytime I partner, play, create a project, that is this something my audience would expect from me? Is this on brand? Is this in alignment with my beliefs, my core message for my brand? Because I want to honor everyone that is already in my community. It isn't about saying yes to every single project and then realizing, oh my goodness, there's people coming onto my list that are unsubscribing so quickly. Yes, because you called them in and they're not aligned with who you are. See why this is so critical from a strategy point of view, as well as from an energy point of view. And then for me, it's about, do I align? Do I align with how they market their business, how they show up? Because I want to make sure that we're synergistic. So alignment is one of the first steps I make when I'm making a decision about collaboration, right? Number two is intention. So this is a 3 steps that I go through all the time. It's part of knowing what makes a great collaboration. Again, I am all about energy. And so intention is, what is the love and energy you're bringing to this potential collaboration, right? What is the intent of this collaboration? Is it for list growth? Is it for sharing a message? Is it for is it going to open me to create a deeper relationship with this peer, one based on trust and integrity and love? Is it going to, is my intention to offer a product or program? We have to know what the intent of the collaboration is. Maybe it's list growth. Maybe it's just serving each other's audiences with each other's message. There's so many ways to collaborate. But unless you both know the intention you hold for the partnership, for the collaboration, then it's hard for each of you to show up fully in it. I think it's so important that that intention is there. I've been an entrepreneur for 32 years. From my first business to this business, this set of businesses I've had for going on 18 years. And one of the things I see and hear from all my peers, I work with a lot of amazing visionaries and leaders in the personal and spiritual development world, is Lynn. We get so many people who want to partner with us. And then we feel so used. Have you been there? We feel so used. They were so excited. They said yes to everything. They signed all the papers. They said, oh, yes, of course we'll do that. We just want to play and partner with you. And then the event, the project, whatever it may be, comes, and the other person, I hope this isn't you, doesn't show up fully. Oh, I'm so busy. I didn't get a chance to send that solo email. Guess what, darling? We're all busy. Integrity is integrity. Intention is intention. So it's one of the greatest things I've heard is Lynn, how have you been doing this for 18 years? We have so many people that just don't honor what they say they're going to do in the collaboration. And I want to say this as someone who has witnessed this for 18 years. You may think you're doing something in a vacuum. You may say, oh, I just don't have time. I got blah, blah, blah going on. And you don't honor whatever it may be. And you think you're doing it in a vacuum. But in the feminine, we're all connected, my friend, especially in the personal and spiritual development worlds, or whatever world you're in. I'm speaking to that genre. And what happens is you think, oh, no one's going to notice that I didn't do what I said I was going to do. It's the exact opposite. All peers that were part of that collaboration are all noticing that you didn't do it. Never mind the person you made the commitment to. In the feminine collaborative model, integrity and intention and alignment are non-negotiables. As the essence of who you are as a leader, they should be non-negotiable. But we see so many women go complaining about their partnerships. What happens is, one, you just lost a partner who will never refer you ever again. Second, you just hurt your brand reputation with all the other people that were in the partnership, in the collaboration, who notice, because again, we're all pretty interacted when we're in the industry, who notice that you didn't do your part. It hurts you for your brand reputation. It hurts you as your leader. That's not who you want to be. So in the feminine collaborative model, it's alignment, it's intention. And guess what's number 3? Integrity. Okay, big one, huh? And so honoring the commitment you make in a collaborative relationship. I don't care if it's a collaborative relationship of something as small as being a guest on someone's podcast, right? And you're like, yay, I'm on another podcast, but you don't do anything to promote it. You just take, that's the masculine energy. Just give me what's in it for me and not put back out to get the energy flowing. So it's a two-way energy. So for me, integrity is one of the highest principles we can have for those who embrace not just feminine principles, but being the leader who's loved and respected and can show up, and her word is her word. And so those are the 3 things that make a great collaboration. And also, I had to share the contrast with you because, listen, life gets busy for all of us, right? But if you say yes to any partnership, whether it's just a one-on-one partnership or a larger collaboration with many partners, do not say yes until you go through. Does this align with my audience? What's my intention for this collaboration? And 3, can I honor my commitment and be in integrity and show up fully and beyond in this collaboration? If the answer to all 3 of those are yes, then step in, show them your feminine leader energy. I talk a lot about energy because to me, it is how I have grown my businesses. I still have followers and it still blows me away. This is just fresh energy because I was just on a group session about 2 months ago. And a woman came on and she said, I've been following you since you hosted live events, which was back in 2006, 2009. And she's still been following me, opens all my emails and joins different projects, and whether free and paid. And I said to myself, imagine having someone follow you that long. And then other people that were on the call said, well, I've been following you 10 years. So I've been thinking about that. Isn't that what you want? You don't want numbers on your list, my friend. I get emotional. You want to create authentic relationships with the community you are here to serve. That's the feminine. That's the feminine model. It's no more metrics and using that as the judge of your success in the value of your community. Is you showing up in love and service at the highest vibration of who you are as a leader, and serving with love, knowing that those are not numbers. They are humans. They were attracted to you for a reason. So I want to talk, you're going to receive a free gift from me. I hope you download it. It's right down below this video. And what I did, this is brand new, I just created it for this, is I wanted to show you 7 feminine collaborative marketing models that you can use to attract your aligned audience, grow your list, and enhance your expert status. When you download that gift, you also get a special invitation to be part of my God, it's going to be 10 years, part of the Inspired Living giveaway. Get on the VIP wait list. We open the doors twice a year, my friends. And the next one, November 13th, we open the doors to our 13th season of Inspired Living giveaway. So make sure you grab this down below, the free gift. Once you get there, you'll be invited to get on that VIP list. So I'm only going to talk about 2 right now because you're going to get the handout. But in the handout, there is 7 feminine marketing models that you can incorporate in your business, not all at once, of course. Some are ones that you will birth in your brand. Others are that you step into. Some are free, some are not. But the whole reason I wanted to give this to you is we sometimes continually trying to market our business in that vacuum, right? We're like, oh, nothing's working. But when you open up to create the sacred circle, I create sacred containers for my projects, and the women who step in love them because they're very intentional. So when you create these or step into them, whether you are a new business, I put some so that you would have a model, whether you're a new business, established, you can pick one of these and have fun and play with it. But today, for this conversation, I'm going to talk about 2, because they were the main 2. Let me make sure they were the main 2 that have helped me catapult my community growth, my list growth, if you want to use the world's view term, to tens and tens of thousands, and continues to grow. So the first one is giveaways. Now, I shared earlier, yes, I am the creatrix of the Inspired Living giveaway, resources for mastering the art of living. I created the first one back in 2000. It's going to be 10 years. So 2013. And what my vision was I was serving a lot of coaches, therapists, authors in the personal and spiritual development fields, and coaching them on marketing, messaging, and all of that. And what was happening is I saw so many damn gifted, amazing women who were like, Lynn, I got the website up, I have a free gift, but no one's finding me, right? No one's finding them in the noisy online world. Well, that was 10 years ago. The online world's even noisier now. So I created the Inspired Living giveaway with the intention. The original intent was twofold. One, I saw all these amazing souls who had beautiful services, products, offerings, and nobody was seeing them. My heart knew that the woman in my audience, which I had a beautiful, large audience because of Aspire, could really benefit from the wisdom and offerings of these women. So I'm like, how can I bring the 2 together? And I started one of the most well-recognized, well-respected giveaways specifically for women entrepreneurs, and Inspired Living giveaway was born. And I think that first one, we had 75 partners come in. Most women back then grew their list, I think at the time was 10 to 25%. And that's going back 10 years ago. They were like, Lynn, it took me a year to get to, well, I'll just pick a number, 100 on my email list. I just doubled my email list in 2 weeks. And of course, many of our partners came back over and over again. So we've partnered with over 700 women through the giveaway. Why is it important? Participate in an equality gift giveaway. And we're going to that critical part about alignment now. You don't want to just participate in any giveaway. Here's why. Again, it's if you bring people in on your list who just want your free gift, but they're never going to be interested in your topic, what happens is it affects your open rates, it affects your deliverability. And of course, you feel deflated when you see them unsubscribe, but that's because the alignment decision wasn't made at the beginning. So it's really critical, whether you join the Inspired Living giveaway or another giveaway, that you ask yourself those 3 questions: alignment, intention, and integrity, especially alignment. You want to call in your beautiful aligned audience. So the women who partner with me know that I serve 2 audiences, and I have a global list of women on the path of self-discovery. And I have a list of women like you who are heart-centered female visionary entrepreneurs who want topics in that realm too. So giveaways are one of the best ways to get a quick boost. So I now host the Inspired Living giveaway twice a year, January and June. Doors open in November for the January event. You can grab your early bird in November. And then again, I think we open in April. I have clients and partners who plan their launches around our giveaways. They know they're going to grow their list by generally 25% or more. And when you get to the VIP page, you'll see testimonials from the women that we've served in the last couple of giveaways. So they actually plan their launches right after our giveaways because they have this fresh audience who is really excited about their content. So many plan around our schedule. So one is giveaways, feminine collaborative marketing model. Number two, and this was way back, this was really big for me to grow Aspire magazine. So I'm going back 2009 to probably 2012. Yeah. So I saw a well-recognized book publisher, worked with Deepak, Marianne, all of them, a small company, who handled the book launches for them. And they reached out saying, hey, does Aspire Magazine want to partner with us on so-and-so's book launch? And, you know, in exchange for you sharing a solo email on launch day, we will feature Aspire Magazine. I did that. God, I probably participated in 20 in those 3 or 4 years and grew my list by, I think, probably 5,000 to 7,000 aligned subscribers. And aligned book launches, again, I use that term a lot, but it's really imperative in the feminine. Aligned book launches are a powerful way when the book and the topic aligns with what your audience would expect from you, that's the alignment part, is a powerful way, one, to enhance your visibility, to be seen as a go-giver, to elevate your feminine leader energy, because other people go, oh, wow, she embraces collaboration. I can see her showing up fully in all she does. And it puts a little check mark next to your name, like, hey, maybe if I have a project or a podcast or a summit, I'm going to invite her in. So aligned book launches and giveaways. Yes, I do invitations to aligned book launches once a year. This one for November is already filled, but stay on our community list. And every time Inspire Living Publishing puts out a new book, which again is once a year, we usually have up to 50 partners who partner with us. We highlight their free gift. Everyone that buys a book gets brought to the bonus gifts page. It's an energy exchange, just like all collaborations. In exchange for solo email, we highlight your free gift, and sometimes there's some other little parameters. So those are just 2 ways, and I'm going to give you a third way. And grab the ebook below to learn the others. So a third way is summits, whether you host and produce your own summit. This is actually, I think, my 9th or 10th summit since 2010. I was one of the first people to ever do a summit. It was audio back then. A producer on the West Coast found me and said, Lynn, we want to produce your first one. And they handled it all. Then I took it in-house since then. So because the way I market was quite different from what they wanted to do. So summits, being a guest or producing your own. So let's talk about being a guest. It is the same thing. It is the feminine collaborative model in action. When you're a guest, you show up fully and honor the commitment you made to the host. The win-win part is when you're in a summit that has an aligned audience, you are, again, growing your list, enhancing your expert status, being shown as a go-giver. There was something else I was going to add too. Oh, elevate your expert status on your topic, on your core topic, because people are like, whoa, look at, she's in a summit. So again, when you come to summit invitations, giveaways, aligned book launches, go to the 3 energetic principles: alignment, intention, integrity. When you come from that point, you will make the right decision for you, your business. And I got to tell you, when you step into a sacred container, again, that's what I love to create for all my collaborative projects. If you've been in them, you already know what I'm talking about. There's something so beautiful, so intentional, when you circle up with a bunch of other women entrepreneurs who speak the same language, who are showing up fully in their feminine leader energy, who are integritous, who are intentional. There is something that happens with the collaborative partners. New relationships are formed, connections, invitations. It's so beautiful to witness. I get so excited. So I hope you see that when you embrace feminine principles in your business, in your life, when you embrace the feminine collaborative marketing model, one of my trademarked brands, marketing can be fun, fulfilling, rewarding, and strategic, get results, and call in your aligned audience. It's powerful, my friend. It's changed my life. I feel now complete congruence, alignment, inner peace about how I show up as a leader, because I honor those 3 energies. I'd love to stay connected with you. I'd love to potentially partner with you in the future. So 2 things: grab the gift below, 7 feminine collaborative marketing models. In that document, you'll be invited to join the VIP waitlist for the Inspired Living giveaway. Again, hint, hint, the doors open November 13th. So anyone on that VIP list, of course, former partners, previous partners, will also get the invite. You'll be invited on November 13th to reserve your spot. It's $97 for the early bird. Come play. I look forward to having you in one of my sacred containers, my friend. And I hope this inspires you to believe in possibility, to believe that marketing can flow with ease and grace, and doesn't have to cost you your authentic voice. Thanks for joining me. Blessings.